Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and do a review of the LETSHUOER S12 Ultra. This was actually, a lot of folks requested this, and I was actually genuinely curious about this myself. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you my 2 cents and go from there. Okay, first things first, I'm going to put some notes on the screen. Just note that whatever is in the video does not cover the notes, but they're both important in different ways. Okay, so in the video, I'm going to tell you what signature it is, and then I'm going to recommend other models and go from there. And then I'm going to give you caveats about what I think about how this sounds. So this is easy. It was easy for me to pinpoint this. This is a neutral warm IEM, so kind of along the lines of the ZGOT Lush or the Truthier Pure, just kind of in that range. Didn't take rocket science for me to figure that out. In general, I think this sounds a little bit, it lacks clarity, you know, like it's warm, but it lacks clarity. And I just remember thinking, man, I wish it just had just a little bit more clarity. I'm wondering if I went to the S12 Pro, whether I would probably like that more, but I also am kind of like, now I'm done. You know what I mean? Because at best, I feel like maybe at best, it might be mid. You know what I mean? But anyway, there's a few things you should know. First thing is, the bass is pretty good, but it's tilted warmer. Voices are tilted warmer, and it lacks clarity. I mainly stuck with the stock ear tips. I tried using Tang Senkai, but then later I'm just like, you know what, just to keep it simple, let's just stick with stock. Voices are just, they're not on point. There's something's like not quite right about it, but they're just tilted a little bit warmer and it lacks detail. What I also noticed is during choruses, when there's a lot of singing and instruments in the background, the chorus would slightly, but not completely, but slightly cover some of the voices. I don't like that. I like it when the voices are front and center. The other thing too, I want to mention a few things, because I always do this. Does this beat the Jazeer Defiant, right? No, the Jazeer Defiant sounds better. When I did cross back to back, the Jazeer Defiant at $80 sounded better. I think most people would be more happy with the sound of the Defiant. I always add the Defiant factor in my reviews. I also do feel that when I was cross-checking, I felt that the Duna Kima 2, which is cheaper, is a better sound than this. I also think the Truthier Pure, which is around $80, is a better sound than this at half the cost. And I also feel that around the same price, the Lush is a better sound than this. So, you know, that's one of the things on my channel, and that's why a lot of companies will probably hate me, is I always will tell you better alternatives you should consider. That's all I really have to say.